From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. And getting to start, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all of those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today. Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And he takes a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That's down and in. On the ground, right side, Kim sends it to first. 1 out in the top of the first.
Batting second.
Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get 1 pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
In the air on the infield, Freeman under it. Out number 2.
Batting third. Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nato comes in to take his cuts. Yeah! This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Major League Baseball is on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and getting the start for Arizona, Zach Gallen. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerers. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Off the plate, ball
Gallen
1.
making his first start of the year, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016.
No, that's low. Ah!
Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. And that one almost got him. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing they can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. And the 0-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Hey!
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
The 1-1. And he swings over the top there. Good job to fight that one off. Betts at first, 1 gone. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with 1 gone. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Oh, that's in.
That one's in there. That's strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
2 on, 1 out. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Left field. And a foul ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Gonna count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that skips into dirt. This one in the air center field. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing on the board for the Dodgers in the first. We're back on the show from Chavez Ravine in a few. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
An 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
The 0-2. That one way inside. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. 1 out in the 2nd.
Batting 5th, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Just missed. That just misses.
Outside.
And the count is 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That
Ball
one missed.
inside.
2nd inning here. No score. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
That one is inside ball
Take the break.
4. And I mean, oh, so close. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. Line drive. Oh, he can't squeeze it. They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd now, 1 out.
You know, line drives are tough because they can sink on you. They can even have some ride and go over your head if you take a false step in. Sometimes they can knuckle. So I'm not sure if that was the problem right there. Could have been the lights as well. Sometimes you see the ball all the way until the very last second. It disappears and it gets real scary.
Alec Thomas now off the catcher and rolls away. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. Two on, 1 out. Check swing, went around, and the count 1-1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it.
Strike three. Yoshinobu gets the K.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
This is Corbin Carroll.
That's a ball.
Two on, two outs. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. The 1-2, and there's a ball. Caught him looking for the K.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Los Angeles, or should I say back-to-back here in Los Angeles. Siggy, these fans are watching their Dodgers play for the first time since they won the World Series.
Yeah, and they're celebrating a title and opening day. What could be better?
Man, how good was Yamamoto in that series?
Absolutely unreal. Baseball fans across the board will not forget his performance for a long time.
Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. To third. Arenado slings it across. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Max
Muncy digs in. One fun note on Max Muncy in 2025, he added glasses to his equipment. Muncy, who debuted glasses on April 30th and homered in his first at-bat. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there, too. Gave it a great effort, but, you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
One down. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. The 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2. And that
that's
just
outside.
Misses.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And a
That's
breaking
outside.
ball misses outside. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers, and they add a run. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's the second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. Just missed. And the 1-0.
Hey!
Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Kim wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Ohtani stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
That's ball 2.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here on opening day. That's in there, and the count's even at 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And they'll do it again. 2 runs across in the inning, bottom half of inning number 2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it's 2-zip. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here at Dodger Stadium, new inning getting started. Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball 1.
Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss. That's too low.
That's a ball.
Ball 2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's got it. 1 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman Tyler Locklear.
Tyler Locklear will hit next. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Ball.
The 1-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Those are the pitches that make you wonder if this offense is being too patient with their approach. Lots of fastballs in for strikes, not even a swing.
No, that's
They're more
down.
than capable of making contact with those pitches, so they need to let it fly.
The 3-1. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
McCann in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. Two down, nobody on. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Diamondbacks down quickly. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in LA and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Ball 1. That cuts the corner.
2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Freddie Freeman.
Hey. Ball.
Freeman hits it in the air. Thomas gets under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers.
And now Teoscar Hernandez struck out swinging his first time.
Nope. That's inside.
Up and
That's ball
in,
2.
and it's 2-0.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And 2-0 is in for a strike. Hard hit left side. Whips it to first. And Hernandez is out. And that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're up 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Start of the 4th, Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks. This ball's chopped on the ground. Sends it across to first. One pitch and one out.
For the Diamondbacks, second baseman Ketel Marte.
Here's Ketel Marte. 0 for 1 so far. In the air, right field. Tucker should have this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder.
Here's Gurriel. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Gurriel in his 6th season, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Arizona, and they're down 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom 4, Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Nope, that's inside.
The 1-2. And downstairs. Just off the outside corner. Full count now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Late swing, fouled off. Tucker on at first, nobody out. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, 0-2 now. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Fouled off. He was late. Man at first, one away. This one popped up. McCann moving under this one. And there's 2 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. He's already homered here in this one. Not even close there. 2 balls, no strikes.
Let's go, Andy.
On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score 3-0.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So runner at second, 2 down. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a strike. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Runner at second, 2 down. Here on opening day. That one almost got him. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Pages around third. The tag, and he's in there. And it's 4-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Hey!
The 0-1. Just missed. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Paul Sewald up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Thaw getting loose as well. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and 2 here. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in L.A., ready now for the 5th inning. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. On the ground. Jumps, throws, and they get the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder Alec Thomas.
So up next, Alec Thomas. His first at bat was a strikeout. In there for strike 1. Popped up left side. 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder Corbin Carroll.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Corbin Carroll. Struck out looking his first time.
Inside ball. Hey!
The Diamondbacks yet to pick up a hit here.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Struck him out swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Paul Sewald.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's Betts, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. In the air to left center, Thomas in position, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. First offering way inside, almost got him. The 1-0. And that one hammered. Thomas ranging back. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Now around second, going for third. And now a wide throw to third.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat.
Hey!
One away with a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. Hit on the ground to short. Perdomo fires over to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
For the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
Just missed.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. One and two now. high fly ball right field. Carroll has a beat on it. And that is that. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Carlos Santana.
To the right side, Kim gets it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, first baseman Tyler Locklear.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Tyler Locklear now at the plate.
That's a ball.
Next offering is fouled back. 1-1 now. A little out front there as he swings through it.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Pitch
That's
misses,
ball 2.
and it's 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Strike 3, and the famous splitter from Yoshinobu does the trick.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
McCann in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 2 down, nobody on here on opening day.
Yep, that ball went out.
And McCann fouls it off. 2-1 now. McCann fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. Back after this on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 6th inning. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Foul ball.
Ball.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Here comes Max Muncy. He's already homered in this game. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
That's a ball.
Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Inside, almost got him. Two on, 1 out.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Dodgers, designated
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Paul Sewald gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for Arizona,
Ryan Thompson takes
81,
over on the mound.
Ryan
I think it's got to be a
Thompson.
little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Dodgers strand a couple, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
Oh,
nope.
He doesn't get the call. Ball one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. 0-1 now. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there are 2 outs.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
2 down, bases empty, and it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. 7 no-hit innings in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in LA, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
That's to third, Arenado. To first, 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. There's a strike. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Number 78, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Falk getting cranked up as well. Next offering is fouled back. Thompson, the tall righty, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. That's inside. Ball one.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Now, Teoscar Hernandez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Slice down the right side. Two down, nobody on. Ripped, but it curls foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Swings through it for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game. Dodgers down in order as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here at Chavez Ravine, we go to the 8th. Geraldo Perdomo digs in now. And that's through there for a strike.
0-1.
This one in the air. Muncy takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Still rolling to start the 8th. Just 5 more outs to get.
Next to hit for Arizona, Alec Thomas.
This is where the no-hit bid really starts feeling real, but still a long ways to go.
Outside, that's a ball.
The Dodgers leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 8th. In the air to left center, Hernandez on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Well, he's getting really close to this thing right now. Only 4 outs left, but it's going to be tough to get.
So digging in, Corbin Carroll. Have to say he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Next pitch is downstairs. In the air, right field. Tucker settles under this one. Brings it in, and that is that. 8 down, 1 to go. Still a 0 in the hits column. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Arizona,
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brandon Pfaadt.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Kyle Tucker getting ready to hit. 1 for 3.
Kyle Tucker.
No question about this one. It's out of here. He made him pay for that one, and they add to their lead. It's 6-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Will Smith to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. He was late there. Strike 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's a ball.
There's a strike. 95 of that one. Out towards right center field. Carroll under this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Matt.
Here's Muncy to hit.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center. I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Got him. 2 down. Two down, base is empty. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one fouled off. 0-1 down. That one in there across the letters.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and the inning is over. On to the 9th we go, and a no-hitter on the line when we get back.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get.
You can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Not there in time, and that's the first hit for them in this one. So now back to the top of the order. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ball game.
Next to hit, Tyler Locklear. The Dodgers up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. And another ball.
Damn.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Brusdar Graterol, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Klein also throwing. The 2-1. In there at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. James McCann in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman Nolan Arenado.
Diamondbacks down to their final out. Here's Nolan Arenado. They're down to their final strike. Arenado thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they've still got both their challenges. That misses, and it's 2-1. Fought off foul. Now fly ball to right center. Tucker gets under it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take this one in a blowout.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one, and get another W.